Alright, I'm down here at the food plot. We got about 30 days until opening day of archery season here. We've had a pretty rough drought the past about month. Food plot isn't coming in super great. I have a ton of different blends out right now, but a lot of the radishes and brassicas are starting to come up. I have a lot of my cereal grains and later season stuff here, and my brassica plot slowly coming in. We have a couple good bucks coming in every morning down here. The blind is set. Just gotta check some trail cameras now and make sure everything's good to go, and we're gonna leave this place go for the next month. It's Saturday. It's actually 1:05 in the afternoon. Got home at like 10 o'clock last night and was super tired. The wind this morning was pretty terrible for everywhere I hunt. We had a north-northeast wind, which was just brutal for everywhere I wanted to go. So early season morning hunts ain't great to begin with, unless you're like absolutely dialed in on a buck. So I said I'm gonna just hunt the evening. I just got done mowing like 4 acres, so I'm gonna go take a shower. Tonight we have a east wind, which again is not perfect. If you guys been following along with my shorts, you'd see I just put a cell cam at the top of a hill, and I've been getting bucks there every day. There was a buck there this morning, but the wind was just horrible. So I can go in there on an east wind. It's not going to be perfect. It's really going to be blowing into the bedding, which is not what I want at all. But I would just have to play the thermals. If the thermals go up, that's obviously perfect. I'm on the top of the hill. If I go down to a drainage, which is another option, the wind's perfect, but the thermals aren't. They're going to be sucking down. So I'm going to take a shower here, look at the wind again, make my plan, and we're going to get going. Okay, gang, the current time is 2:32. It's been about an hour since I got home. It's like 1,000 degrees. I made up my mind I'm going to go hunt the triple threat, which is 3 ridge systems that all come down to one creek bottom. So it's a huge funnel. There's corn the one way, corn and beans the other way, and then corn on the other ridge, and it's all like diverse habitat. Where I'm going to be is really open hardwoods, tons of oaks. It's a mast year this year, so the oaks are dropping unbelievable. Across from me is thicker bedding. To my right is thicker beech saplings, stuff like that. So it's a pretty diverse area. I've never sat here and haven't seen a buck. I've never hunted this early down there though, so we're going to give it a shot. I've got about probably close to 1,000 yards walking with a climber. I need to get a saddle system, so if anyone knows a good one, just let me know. I'm gonna need to get something, because carrying camera gear, a climbing tree stand, my gear, my bow, it's unbelievable. Like, I'm 20 years old, I can do it, but like, it's not fun, especially with this heat. So I'm gonna get packed up here. I'm gonna leave the big camera here, and I'm just gonna film everything on my smaller camera and my DJI. So I'll see you guys in the woods.
Setting up yet. I'm finding out very quickly that I was unprepared to do this type of hunt with the amount of gear I have. That's the biggest spike I've ever seen. That was a older deer. Like, I don't think that was a 1.5-year-old deer. That thing had a big body and good brisket on it, just no rack. I'm just about ready to hang my bow up when I look behind me and here this buck comes. Now there's, like you saw when I was just zooming in there, I'm on a huge rub line. I have not scouted set up below where they're walking, so. There's another buck up here. A fox just came through here like 2 yards. I see a buck like 100 yards out. Oh, shoot. It's a shooter. Good buck. He just went behind a down tree. I can't see him anymore. It looks like a really tall 8-pointer.
So as you can see, this buck's really funky. He's like a 13 or 14 pointer. He might be 2.5 years old. I don't know why his rack grew like that, but at this point, I've made the decision that if he gets in range, I'm going to take him. I'm using a Diamond Infinite Edge Pro, which is considered a youth bow, and this buck came to 40 yards, which is just outside of where I feel comfortable shooting with this bow, so I did not get a shot on him. Since then, I have bought a new bow. I have a Bear Surpass, which I'm shooting like 70 feet per second quicker than I was, so I didn't get a chance to get this buck. But my cousin Willow shot him 2 days after this, so she's happy. I'm happy that someone got him. But yeah, this thing had me shaking like crazy. This would have been my first compound bow kill. I've done a bunch of crossbow stuff, a bunch of rifle. So this buck, especially on opening day, being as unique as he was, let me tell you, I thought I was going to shake and fall out of this tree. But yeah, like I said, new bow since then. Probably going to do a review on it soon. So you're just going to get some awesome footage of this buck and his other buddy that he was bachelored up with, along with like 10 or 15 other bucks that I have in the next couple days here. Holy freaking crap, boys. Well, I just got back to my truck. That was an event. 10 doe maybe, 6 buck. I was gonna shoot that 12 pointer or whatever he was. Oh my God, I was shaking so bad. He came in and I thought it was all gonna happen. I watched him mill into me for 15 minutes, like you saw. And he got the 40 and he was behind a beech sapling. I really need to get a new bow. My bow does not shoot fast. I can't shoot at 40 yards comfortably. I mean, it drops off, so I'm gonna need a new bow. The farthest I would shoot with that bow is like 30. I just don't want to risk wounding it. I was gonna smoke him. Honestly, that was a really cool deer. I've never seen one like that, and that's what happened. So awesome first sit. I mean, I'm gonna go out and try it tomorrow and set up maybe 100 yards on the XY axis from where I was, so that I'm above them, and gonna try and catch them working through the acorns. I should have figured that they were gonna hit those acorns like they did. So if I can get up above them, I think I'd have a really good chance at getting them. But there was a lot of people out this evening, so I'm worried the pressure is gonna be brutal.
Alright guys, round 2. Giving it a go here. I brought all the camera equipment in with me today. I got the big camera. I got 2 cameras up above me here. Shoot, man. I came in today early. Like, I got in here, it's 2:56 right now. I came in here at like 2:30. And 3 buck, I'm pretty sure 2 of them from yesterday, toothpick and that 8-pointer, were bedded right here at the top of this ridge under the barn. There was nothing I could do. I took 1 step past the barn and I was sneaking, and they were right there. They jumped up and ran. So, I mean, it's 3 o'clock, so we have like 4.5 hours until dark. A lot can happen, but I've already bumped 3 buck out of here. I'm set up like 150 yards from where I was yesterday, overlooking this big open mixture of all sorts of hardwoods. I'm sitting in a red oak right now. There's red oaks to my left, there's a ton of white oaks to my right. I'm just hoping that I can catch these deer cruising this ridge tonight. I know that there was so much pressure in the woods yesterday that I don't expect to see as many deer as I did. I already saw 1 doe like 100 yards to my left. She was just feeding through, didn't have a clue I was here. But I have a really good vantage point again here. I'm probably 20 feet up. So I'm just gonna get still here and wait, see what can happen. Hopefully we get the chance